Immigration laws decide who can come to live in the United States and how they can become citizens. These laws impact millions, shaping families and communities nationwide. When immigration laws change, lives are upended. Jobs, homes, and families can all be affected. On October 30th, 2025, the landscape has shifted dramatically. A major new law, the One Big Beautiful Bill, has brought sweeping changes to U.S. immigration policy. The law focuses on stricter enforcement at the border and within the country, and it changes the process for green cards and citizenship. For immigrants and their families, these changes bring new questions and anxieties. Understanding the new law is crucial for anyone navigating life in America. This video will break down the main points of the 2025 immigration law in simple terms. We'll look at how it affects green card applications, citizenship, and the new, tougher rules for deportation, especially for DUIs. The law's impact isn't the same everywhere. Some states are trying to protect immigrants, while others are increasing enforcement. This creates a confusing patchwork of rules across the country. We'll explore these differences and use real-life examples to show what these changes mean for everyday people. Our goal: clear, practical information for anyone affected by these new rules. The stakes are high, and understanding the law is more important than ever. Let's dive in. The new law, H.R. 1, nicknamed the One Big Beautiful Bill, was signed on July 4, 2025. It marks a major shift in U.S. immigration, prioritizing enforcement above all else. Over $170 billion is allocated for border security, more ICE and Border Patrol agents, and expanded detention centers. The goal: detain up to 125,000 immigrants at once. The law also raises fees for nearly every immigration application: green cards, work permits, citizenship, making the legal path much more expensive. Fee waivers for low-income applicants are now rare, putting legal status out of reach for many. Protections for vulnerable groups like unaccompanied children and asylum seekers are weakened. The number of new immigration judges is capped, worsening court backlogs and leaving people in limbo for years. Supporters say the system will be self-funding and more secure. Critics argue it punishes those trying to follow the law and makes legal immigration harder than ever. The result: a tougher, costlier, and slower system for everyone. The 2025 law has made the journey to a green card and citizenship far more expensive. For families, the cost of applying for green cards has soared by thousands of dollars. Imagine Maria, a restaurant cook who saved for years to apply for green cards for her family. Now, higher fees put her dream out of reach. Many face a choice: go into debt, delay their application, or risk losing legal status. The path to citizenship is also pricier, with naturalization fees at an all-time high. This keeps many legal residents from becoming citizens, delaying their right to vote and fully participate in American life. Critics say these costs punish those following the rules and may push some into undocumented status. Supporters argue the fees are needed to fund the system. But for many, the legal path is now a financial barrier, not just a legal one. The dream of stability and belonging is slipping further away for countless families. The law's message: legal immigration is now a privilege for those who can afford it. The new law brings much harsher consequences for immigrants convicted of DUIs. Previously, a single DUI didn't always mean deportation for green card holders. Judges could consider a person's history and family ties. Now, even one DUI can trigger deportation proceedings, regardless of how long someone has lived in the U.S. or their family situation. Take Carlos, a green card holder for 20 years with a U.S. citizen family. One DUI could now mean permanent separation. The law expands the list of deportable offenses, aiming to increase public safety. Supporters say this sends a clear message: criminal behavior won't be tolerated. Opponents argue it's too harsh, failing to distinguish between a one-time mistake and a pattern of crime. Many fear this will break up families over minor offenses. Immigrant rights groups warn that deportation should be reserved for serious crimes, not mistakes that U.S. citizens would handle with fines or probation. The new rules leave little room for second chances. For many, a single error can now mean losing everything. the stakes for even minor offenses have never been higher. The law's approach: zero tolerance, no exceptions. States are reacting to the new federal law in dramatically different ways. Some, like California, are passing sanctuary laws to protect immigrants, limiting cooperation with federal agents and making hospitals safe spaces. For example, California's Senate Bill 81 keeps immigration agents out of private hospital areas without a judge's warrant. This helps people like Anna feel safer seeking medical care. Meanwhile, states like Texas and Florida are increasing cooperation with federal enforcement, requiring police to ask about immigration status and hospitals to report data on undocumented patients. In these states, fear keeps many from seeking help or even going to the doctor. The result is a patchwork of laws. Immigrants' rights and safety can change just by crossing a state line. Legal battles between states and the federal government are growing. For immigrant families, stability and security now depend on their zip code. The divide between states is deepening, and uncertainty is everywhere. The 2025 law has sparked fear and anxiety in immigrant communities nationwide, not just at the border. Families worry about separation, and even routine police encounters can lead to deportation. Fear keeps people from reporting crimes, attending school events, or seeking medical care. This climate of fear harms public health and safety. Diseases go untreated, and crimes go unreported. Trust between immigrants and local institutions is breaking down. Police chiefs who once built bridges now struggle as new laws undermine community trust. Uncertainty is everywhere. Rules change by state, and misinformation spreads quickly. Families wonder, is it safe to renew a license? Can my child get financial aid? Will my workplace be raided? The constant anxiety takes a toll on mental health and makes building a stable life nearly impossible. For many, the American dream now feels out of reach. The 2025 immigration law isn't just about policy, it's about people. Stricter deportation rules mean more families risk being torn apart, even for minor offenses. Parents who've lived here for decades could be sent away, leaving U.S. citizen children behind. The emotional trauma of family separation can last a lifetime. High application costs force families to delay or abandon their dreams of legal status, trapping them in limbo. Fear of enforcement keeps people from seeking medical care, risking public health. The law discourages talented, hardworking people from coming to the U.S. or investing in their futures here. A permanent underclass is growing, people who live in fear, unable to fully participate in society. The economy and social fabric are at risk as communities are divided and weakened. In summary, the law has created a more punitive, expensive, and uncertain system. Families face separation, communities are gripped by fear, and the path to legal status is harder than ever. The big question: will America be a nation of enforcement or one that offers a fair path to those who want to contribute? The answer will shape the country's future for generations.